Right now on Fox 43 Featured, some families say they're concerned as a Perry County School Board looks to advance plans to condense multiple elementary schools into one. We look into the proposal and community response. And a York County community continues to deal with excess truck traffic illegally traveling on one road. Concerns from people in the area. Plus, state lawmakers received their annual pay bump this week, why some of them don't agree with the move. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 Featured. I'm Sedona Meadows. In Perry County, the West Perry School District laid out its plans for the future of its elementary schools, and it comes as many community members push back against the possible closure of 3 elementary buildings. Fox 43's Milena Brown breaks down the concerns and questions taxpayers say they still want answered.
Parent group for drop-off and pick-up.
The West Perry School District is facing growing pushback from taxpayers as the board may move forward with a proposal to close 3 elementary schools and possibly replace them with a single new facility after conducting a feasibility study on the district's properties. But now many families say they don't believe their concerns are being heard.
There's a lot of concern that the board is not necessarily making the best decisions for the community. So a group of parents have really been following what's going on and trying to get the board to understand our concerns.
And one of the main concerns is a lack of accurate tax increases and how much it could impact families in the district.
The closing of the schools is expected to cost, I believe, somewhere upwards of $74 million. Our community cannot sustain that kind of cost. And even the remodel is ill-advised.
During the presentation, district officials said they're weighing the option of remodeling all the schools and building one elementary school on the main campus in Spring Township, both of which would cause tax increases. Then there are concerns on how it impacts students.
Not only are we going to have the concern with that transportation piece, but also with the size of the classrooms. This is going to increase size of classrooms. No matter how they want to spin it, it is going to increase the size of the classrooms.
Despite several concerns, Dixon shares he sees some benefits to the proposed changes, but he doesn't believe it's being done correctly.
Now, I will agree that having a single campus that they can push staff back and forth is great. That's great for education. We do understand that, but you can't take one small piece, one small benefit, and try to stretch that to make the project a good idea. And this one is just not a good idea.
And many are left feeling little trust in the board.
The transparency on this and the unwillingness of the board to have a honest and fruitful conversation with the community is very concerning.
There will be a formal board meeting on the measure next Monday, December 8th, where the public will have an opportunity to provide comment. Milena Brown, Fox 43 News.
In other news, Harrisburg Area Community College has voted to approve a new teacher contract after 43 months of negotiations with the union representing its faculty. Union Chief Negotiator Amy Withrow says, quote, "This first contract represents years of hard work on behalf of HACCEA members and the willingness of the college to support and recognize the valuable work of their faculty." Now, HAC also commented saying, quote, "The college is grateful to have reached an agreement that is fair, fiscally responsible, and in alignment with our core principles." Now, the new contract will be for 4 years and will take effect in July. The financial details of the agreement have not yet been released, but the union says teachers will be receiving back pay for the time they didn't get a raise. A York County road marked with several no truck signs is still seeing a steady stream of tractor trailers. Residents say confusion, congestion, and safety concerns are growing even as township officials say most of the trucks are legally allowed to be there. Fox 43's Sydney Nauman explains why enforcing restrictions on the road isn't as simple as it seems.
This country back road in Conewago Township, York County, sees more truck traffic than a rest stop at lunchtime. Just off Interstate 83, Locust Point Road has become an artery in the heart of a major York County warehouse district. 7 facilities line the road with dozens more on surrounding streets, pushing truck traffic into places they were never meant to go.
There's too many warehouses, too many trucks, and inadequate roads. Nowhere to go.
Frank Bailey works at one of the warehouses along Locust Point. He says drivers get confused, stopping, backing up, or trying to turn around with cars behind them.
They stop and they try to figure out what to do. And one of these times, I'm afraid a tractor trailer is going to back over a car and somebody's going to get hurt.
The cause of the congestion, a simple sign doing math it can't win. 13 signs against hundreds of trucks on just 2 miles of road. Township officials say the majority of these trucks aren't breaking the rules at all. They're delivering locally, which under state law is allowed. Township Manager Josh Kopp said in a statement, local deliveries would be places that have the Locust Point address. It's not uncommon to have drivers come through to get to Canal Road, but I believe the majority are for locations on the road. For those cutting through, Kopp says Northern York County Regional Police do patrol the area. He added, we have 56 other miles of roads, police emergencies, resident issues, not just trucks. Our officers do a fantastic job at what they do. Bailey says for drivers new to the area, it's easy to get trapped.
They're just trying to make a living, and it's not their fault that there's nowhere to go around here, that the roads aren't illegal. We got derated bridges down here. We have a road they can't go over here. They have all kinds of signs that trucks can't go up here.
Kopp says a new truck route may someday ease the strain, but until then, the 2-mile stretch will keep shouldering the weight of an entire warehouse district, one semi at a time. Sydney Nauman, Fox 43 News.
Lancaster County's 2026 budget is moving closer to a final vote, but people are debating the 10% property tax increase that comes with it. County commissioners voted to advance the proposed budget after making adjustments that cut the projected deficit by 10%. The 10% property tax hike, however, remains. Commissioners say rising costs and inflation make the increase necessary.
This is something a majority of counties have had to do over the last several years. After 12 years and rising cost of services, inflation, and other key contributing external factors, we believe an adjustment to the county millage rate is important and appropriate.
Despite disagreements, all 3 commissioners voted to move the budget forward. The plan now enters a 20-day public review period before a final vote is scheduled for Christmas Eve. A public hearing is set for December 16th for residents to weigh in before the vote. Harrisburg Mayor Wanda Williams is proposing a salary increase for herself, city council members, and other city officials. The proposal would change salaries of elected officials starting with their next term. Williams' salary would go from $80,000 to $100,000 per year when she starts her second term next year. Council members and the city's controller and treasurer would each see a $5,000 raise. The proposed change will be addressed at a city council meeting on December 9th. State lawmakers received their annual pay increase this week, just days after one of the longest budget impasses in state history ended in November. Fox 43's Matt Kleinitz looks at how much lawmakers are getting and why some are against the pay raise.
Christmas is coming early at the state capitol as one of America's highest paid legislative bodies gets another pay bump.
Shows me there's no commitment to what they're doing.
This week, Pennsylvania state lawmakers received their automatic cost of living increase, bringing their base salary to about $113,000, the third highest in the nation. The raise comes weeks after lawmakers passed the state budget 135 days late, prompting concern from some Pennsylvanians.
In the place where I work, we have to earn our 3% if we qualify for 3%. It's not just a given because I'm in this job.
I think they should be giving it back. The days that they can't do their job, they should not be getting paid.
Republican State Representative Joe Diorzi says the automatic raise is a bad look for the General Assembly. He argues lawmakers should have to vote on their own pay increases. Diorzi is also raising concerns about the General Assembly's 2026 schedule, which includes just 48 session days.
That's a great argument for a part-time legislature. I mean, if we're a full-time body and we're only meeting 48 times a year, why not look at a more efficient model?
Republican Senator Scott Martin defended the schedule, saying much of the legislature's work happens outside of Harrisburg. In a statement, he wrote, accomplishing key tasks like creating a $50 billion state budget, developing legislation, or supporting important community priorities requires countless hours of work over many months with subject subject matter experts, advocates, and other stakeholders. But some voters argue lawmakers should turn down their raises and spend more time passing legislation.
Pennsylvania needs a lot of help, and it's not getting it when no one's in session.
Matt Kleindens, Fox 43 News.
Well, it's time to hit the slopes. How the consistently cold weather has helped one Pennsylvania ski resort get a jump start on their season. Enrollment for the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, known as LIHEAP, is now underway. The program provides grants between $200 to $1,000 to cover utility costs, along with crisis grants if you are in immediate need. Nearly 300,000 Pennsylvanians rely on the federally funded LIHEAP program. State leaders say it's important to review the income requirements and apply even if you are not sure if you qualify.
If folks aren't eligible today for LIHEAP, but they become eligible later, they can always reapply. You don't have to know your eligibility in order to apply for LIHEAP. We can handle that for you.
Governor Josh Shapiro and the PA Public Utility Commission moved the winter moratorium up, starting it in November this year. This was to ensure that during the government shutdown and 1-month delay in LIHEAP funding, people's utilities were not shut off. For more information about how to apply, visit our website, fox43.com. Well, as you know, this week we saw the first snowfall of the season in south central Pennsylvania, with several inches falling in the northern parts of the region and canceling school in much of the area. Roads were tricky in Dauphin County on Tuesday, including in Susquehanna Township, where public works officials said their priority was to clear the roads as quickly as they could.
We want to get the roads clear for emergency personnel, garbage trucks, and anything else that needs to come through. So that's our main focus, to get the roads open, cleared, throw some salt down. It's supposed to get a little bit closer to freezing tonight, so we don't have that issue, and we should be good.
Roads were largely cleared by the afternoon as the snow stopped across the area. Well, it's certainly feeling like winter, and it's helped one Pennsylvania ski resort welcome folks back to the slopes this week. Emily Kress takes us to opening day at Camelback Resort in northeastern Pennsylvania and shows us what thrill seekers can expect for the season.
People are snapping into their boots and hitting the lifts. Camelback Resort in Tannersville is the first resort in the Keystone State to open for the season. Skiers and snowboarders say they can't remember the last time the season kicked off in early December.
Oh, we were ecstatic. It was a huge surprise to us, and we got some natural snow here too.
I had an appointment to get pneumonia vaccine today, and I called and canceled it and said I'll reschedule. And they said, "Why are you rescheduling?" I said, "Because the ski resort's open."
The general manager here at Camelback Resort says the consistently cold temperatures helped with the early start to the season. Crews fired up the snow guns on November 11th.
We were super aggressive anytime it was cold enough, under 28 degrees, to be able to make snow. And then with the snowstorm yesterday, we said we were just so excited to be the first ones open here in Pennsylvania.
Bay tells Newswatch 16 on a really cold stretch, they can blow 1 foot of snow every 24 hours. So far, 2 of the resort's 39 trails are open, Nile Mile and Sun Bowl.
It's beautiful. There's no ice. It's just smooth and easy to turn in, and it's just a fantastic feeling for the opening day.
Hopefully, with a couple of days of cold weather coming up, they'll be able to make a lot more snow in the next 2 or 3 days and get more terrain open and get conditions even better.
Emily Kress, Fox 43 News.
A former Army captain is breaking rowing records after losing several limbs in an explosion. How his story of adversity is inspiring others. A former Army captain who lost his arm and leg in Iraq has not let that slow him down. He set 3 new indoor rowing Guinness World Records. Fox 43's Ryan Yee was there for the incredible accomplishment.
For the record, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Setting new world records to honor those who have paid the ultimate price.
We get one shot at life. This is kind of my shot to go as far and as fast as I can. So it's really an opportunity to be a benchmark for me, to tell myself that I can do something hard like this. And then also taking some time to remember those guys that are lost and don't have that opportunity.
20 years ago, former U.S. Army Captain Ryan Cools lost his right arm and left leg in an IED explosion that killed 2 of his fellow soldiers. On Monday, in partnership with the Wounded Warriors Project and the Baltimore Ravens, the Maryland native set 3 indoor rowing Guinness World Records in their honor.
I have 3 certificates recognizing all 3 of them. Ryan, you are officially amazing. Great job.
Their memory, the memory of others that we've lost, I know has pushed me for the last 20 years in addition to the support of family and friends. And to be able to do something like this and put a crown on an achievement 20 years later is, I think, a testament to those guys and how much they mean to me, and how much how much I need to and will continue to honor their memory.
An incredible feat stemming from a soldier's mindset that those who are close to him have become quite accustomed to seeing.
He's a soldier, right? He was a soldier on purpose. He did that job really well, and he moved into his post-injury reality with that same kind of resolve. And so this is really just one more step in a very Ryan way to do things. He's beat all the odds.
Resolve, dedication, and hard work, he hopes, resonates with those who are faced with similar adversity he has overcome over 2 decades.
With dedication and hard work and a lot of support from my family and friends, this is going to be something that's going to be a pretty cool accomplishment. You can do what you put your mind to, and I think it's very much that.
Ryan Yee, Fox 43.
An incredible story there. The Maryland native becomes the first double amputee to set world records in the indoor rowing categories. He's also the fastest to finish both a marathon and ultramarathon. Buddy the Elf is bringing Christmas cheer to Lancaster. We'll take you inside the Fulton Theater for a sneak peek at the musical that's turning the stage into the North Pole. That's coming up. Buddy the Elf is back, and he's taking over the Fulton Theater in Lancaster. Fox 43's Amy Lutz takes us center stage for Elf the Musical.
At the Fulton Theater in Lancaster, the holiday season has officially arrived. And this year, they're going big. Elf the Musical is back, and cast members say it's a show that just makes people happy.
I think this is one of the all-time classic Christmas movies, and when they made this movie into a Broadway musical, I think they made it so much richer and deeper, and I think you get to know the characters in a really fantastic way.
Just like the movie, the musical follows Buddy the Elf, a human raised at the North Pole, as he heads to New York City to find his real family, all while spreading holiday cheer along the way.
The day-to-day stresses of life can be so hard, and there's nothing better than getting your whole family together or people that you love sharing things with and coming to the theater and seeing a show about togetherness and family during the holidays. There's just nothing better.
Behind the scenes, crews have spent weeks building massive set pieces full of bright Christmas colors to match the whimsical world of the movie. Cast members say that's part of the reason the Fulton is so special.
I've been on Broadway stages in New York City, and when I came here and I saw this gorgeous theater and the way they approach the work here, it's top notch. It literally is Broadway in Pennsylvania.
For families, it's a chance to revisit a favorite or start a new holiday tradition.
This is my first time ever doing a Christmas show, and the joy that is in the house every single night is palpable. I mean, we literally have snow, magic snow coming from, I don't know, theater magic, and people are just blown away every night, and it just makes me so happy.
Elf runs through December 28th at the Fulton Theater in Lancaster County. For tickets, I've put a link on our website, fox43.com. Amy Lutz, Fox 43 News.
Those Those of you looking for unique Christmas gifts and decorations, you can find them at the Pennsylvania Christmas and Gift Show, which is back in Harrisburg for the 42nd year. From now through Sunday, you can stop by the PA Farm Show complex to check out the more than 500 unique vendors, listen to some music, and explore all things Christmas. Carolyn Grimes, who played Zuzu in the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life, is also there signing autographs. She says she hopes people who've seen the film take away the message of being kind to one another, especially during the holidays.
There's so many things you can do to make the world better by just being kind and to have faith. And I think Jimmy Stewart as George Bailey portrayed that quite well.
Organizers say this event is a great way for you to support small businesses and craftsmen, and that you'll find something for everybody on your list. Parking at the farm show is free every day after 3 p.m. We have all of the ticket information and hours on our website, fox43.com. Well, that's going to do it for Fox 43 Featured. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Have a good one.